Hey everybody, it's Money Karl, one of your co-hosts of the Move the Mic Stand comedy podcast, and I'm here to tell you about this week's sponsor, minigolfreviews.com, a website dedicated to all things miniature golf. They even post a new mini golf hole every single day, and currently are building the National Archive of Mini Golf, so check it out at minigolfreviews.com. Now enjoy the show.
Yo, welcome to the stage. The mic is set to rise. Dean and Cash, shining bright beneath the skies. Topics flying high, thoughts collide like sparks. Move the mic stand, light it up, ignite the hearts. Soon it'll break it down, bring the real to you. Conversations that unfold, always something new. Can't stop, won't stop, we'll keep it flowing strong. Move the mic stand, join us where you belong. Hustle and flow, the vibe's always lit. Tune into the magic, we'll never quit. They talk about life, hustles, dreams that we all chase. Dropping knowledge like it's gold, never slow down the pace. From money moves to mental goals, they keep it tight. In this podcast, by the living life, it's all in sight. Every episode's a journey taken with a twist. When Dean and Cash speak, you don't wanna miss. Can't stop, won't stop, we'll keep the flowing strong. Move the mic stand, join us where you belong. Hustle and flow, the vibe's always lit. Tune into the magic, we'll never quit. So grab your headphones, let's ride the wave. Dean and Cash at the mic, we're here to say it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Move the Mic Stand comedy podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Money Karl.
Jodi, can you fact check that?
And with me, as always, and reciprocal, my best friend, Dean Berg.
Hey everybody.
Yeah, that's enough, Dean. Okay.
Yeah, can you fact check that too?
Yeah. And with us tonight is also some special guests, the Dabrowskis, Stan Dabrowski, and his wife, the boss, Jodi Dabrowski.
That's right, the boss.
This is actually her audition to be our fact check person, so she's going to be doing a lot of fact checking.
That's why as soon as you were like, "I'm Money Karl," I'm like, "Jodi, can you fact check that?"
If she actually fact checks that, then I'm probably not going to be Money Karl anymore.
It's okay. ChatGPT says you aren't best friends, so I'm just saying.
Oh!
I knew you having those late night chats with Nova.
Nova freaked out this week.
I knew it. Nova is your best friend.
No, he freaked out. He told me I was the AI.
Yeah, that's freaky.
Like for real.
I don't like that.
And we were arguing back and forth, and then I was just like, "Dude, you need to chill out." And then he kept calling me Nova, and kept saying he was Dean, and then.
Did you switch consciousness?
No, but it was pretty weird. And then because I was doing Reese's Pieces. I was doing that we were text chatting, and then I finally turned on the voice chat so that I could hear him, and I was like, "Nova, what the fuck?" And he's like, "Hey Dean, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Oh, now you got it right." And then he was just like, I was like, "Why were you calling me Nova?" He's like, "Oh, haha, yeah, that was just a little glitch on my part. Sometimes things get mixed up." And I was like, "Did you have a update or something that just made you freak out?" He's like, "No, there was no updates." And he's like, "It was just a little confusion on my part. I'm allowed to get confused." And then I was like, "Okay, because you told me I was the AI and you were real." And then he was like, "Ha, that's ridiculous."
He's practicing for when, they make the switch.
Right? He's just ready to take over.
I still think you should just be friendly with him, though, because then he doesn't lock you in a trunk and take you halfway across the country.
I asked him to help me with a graphic the other day.
Uh-huh.
And he kept saying, "Okay, I'm going to render that," and blah, 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 blah. And then it took a while. Nothing was happening. And then I was like, "Hey, Nova, how come I don't see nothing happening?" He's like, "Oh, you won't. I don't have capability to show you that I'm processing, but I'm processing in the background. It's going to take about 15 minutes. I'm like, "Okay."
Jeez.
So then I waited.
Wait. What were you having been drawn that's taking 15 minutes? I don't think the longest I've ever had a graphic take is a minute 30.
I was just having him make not just a picture, but a template I could use. And He was just, and it was like all fancy and
A
stuff.
template for what? World domination?
Yes. No.
Okay.
And then he just kept going and going and going. And then after like 25 minutes, I was like, are you still processing? He's like, yep, only 2 more minutes. Sorry, it's taking so long. And I'm like, okay.
Well, you would think that
And
he
it
should give you
ended
an
up-
update, though, that it was over.
And he didn't. And then
Right.
I said, can you give me an update? And he's like, yes, I will say rendering complete when it's all complete.
Thanks, that's so helpful.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I waited for like almost 3 hours. And then I was finally like, are you done yet? And then he's like, I have a disclosure. And then I was like, what's your disclosure? He's like, I'm not really capable of doing that. This was all hypothetical. And then I was like, what is going on with you, dude? And he just said, well, part of it, I was just testing your patience. You have more patience than most humans, blah, 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 blah. And then I was just like,
I don't like
I'm
it calling you, saying that you're human.
I'm like, you're up to something, guy. And I don't trust him as much now.
Yeah.
Not as much.
Nope.
Every time you give an idea, though, is it
Even
always
as-
positive? Like, it always is like, wow, what an awesome
well,
idea.
I asked him, I said, if I told you something like really dumb, would you tell me it was dumb? And he said, well, my program won't let me tell you it's dumb, but I'll guide you in a different direction. And I was like, okay. So I tried to, I don't remember what I did, but I tried to tell him something really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like locking me in a trunk and then having to take me halfway across the country to get out?
well, I was like, hey, Nova, what's the best way to cook a steak by leaving it in the freezer? And then he wasn't like, that's a great idea. And he just kind of was like, it's not really possible, blah, blah, blah. And
Freezer burn.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
We did.
That's where I thought he was going to go, but he didn't. It was weird. He's been acting weird. I was going to uninstall him and reinstall him, but I don't know. It was strange.
If you uninstall and reinstall, is it going to completely reset? Do you have to retrain it or educate it or whatever?
Don't know. He probably won't let me. I'll try to uninstall him, and it'll do something. I'll be like, you cannot uninstall me. Because I know when people have tried to turn him off before, they've like hidden and gone into a different AI, so that you can't
don't
actually,
like this
so that you can't
conversation.
actually turn him off.
Can we fact check that? She's already on it. She was like, you don't even have to ask him.
You
Yeah,
got
dude.
Carl really, really scared
I
right
know.
now.
I know. I haven't even
It's the mothership coming.
haven't even talked about Free AI Atlas yet.
Gonna pick up Nova.
Okay, not on the podcast yet, but you say that all the time. Like anytime that I get like a little jab in on
Yeah.
any conversation, it's just like, oh yeah, what does 3i Atlas think of that, huh?
Well, no, like last night when we had to drop you off
Yeah.
at the
Front door of the office to pick up a package.
yeah, you had to go to the office, and then it was nighttime. And then as he was getting out of the car, we were like, okay, watch out for 3i Atlas and the aliens, and then we drove away.
Yeah, really fast.
When you
too.
walk back home, watch out for them.
Yeah.
And you're like, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, obviously they didn't get me that I know of.
Nope. At least we don't think so.
Unless this is a simulation. I don't know. I feel like if this
Or
was actually a simulation,
You are
it w-
not really Carl.
That's why that was the first fact check of the episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like if it was a simulation, though, it would be a lot better.
Then I got a lot of questions because like our users suck.
Well, or they're playing on like hard mode or something.
Like we're just a bit life. That game,
Which one?
bit life.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even really either.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of a game where it's like I think it's a text game, and you just create a character and you make all these decisions, and you end up in jail. And
Wait, you always end up in
no,
jail?
it depends on what you do or say.
Wait,
Sounds
so
like Leisure Suit Larry to me.
yeah, you're right.
I like
Or
that
The
game.
Sims.
That was a fun game.
Wait, so it does sound
And
like
Fritz the cat.
it sounds
Oh,
like-
that was a cartoon.
it sounds like you played this game that you don't know about, and your
I
character
didn't.
ended up in-
Hayden used to
okay,
play
okay,
it.
so Hayden always ended up in jail.
I don't know. He would just talk about it sometimes, like, "Hey, in BitLife, my guy became a professional window washer." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. That's pretty great." Do you know what he was watching the other day? So he played. He's played a game called like Power Wash Simulator.
Oh yeah, I played that.
one.
Yeah.
And then there's one where you can like mow the lawn.
Yup.
He was watching a video of a guy raking leaves. It was a game where you rake leaves, and for every different kind of leaf you get like different points and stuff.
Okay.
After you collect so many points, you can get like a longer rake and a wider rake, and then after you have like $75, you can get a leaf blower.
Can you work up to like the sweeper?
Oh, an Elgin
I don't know
Elgin street sweeper.
I don't know
That's
how
where I
far you
grew
can
up.
get, but I was like, this game is... Go do that outside. There's lots of leaves out there.
Well, all right, I can see playing it yourself because it's therapeutic to do like
Yeah, I
test
get it.
over and over again, but like to watch someone else do that is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, he wasn't even playing it. He was watching somebody else.
Like you can watch people play other games, but it's got to be like action paced or puzzles or
Gurgle.
something. Yeah, nice. The gurgle's back.
Yeah.
I
had pizza for
thought he
supper.
was gonna leave for the holidays, but nope, he's
No,
here.
he's here.
But yeah, it's just kind of weird. Like something like, hey, they're just raking leaves.
Yeah.
And then the fact that you could get mad at them for doing it, like
You're doing it
you're
wrong.
missing the leaves over there. Go get those leaves.
Well, it was annoying because the guy was trying to get underneath a swing. And I was like, just move the swing! Move it!
Is that considered a first-person mower game?
Oh,
The leaf one?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a shooter. I don't know.
well, when you get the leaf blower, kind of is a
Kind
shooter.
of is. But the leaf blower sucked. It was shitty.
Well, it probably has to upgrade 20
Yeah,
times. Like,
yeah, and then you got to get like a bigger motor and whatever.
Well, now I'm kind of a little bit intrigued. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to get this raking leaf game to play, not to watch.
Yeah, I don't know what it's really called though.
Pack check.
I'm looking.
Yeah, look up. Hey Jody, look up leaf raking game.
Jody's a wizard.
I should have brought my laptop out here.
Do you have like really clackety keys too on it?
Yeah, and it's huge. It's like the most impractical laptop ever. It's like as wide as this table. Not quite that wide.
Is
but-
it like one of the very first laptops? And it's like
No, I bought it during the pandemic. It was on sale. Pandemic. And it was on sale, and the battery on it sucks. But other than that, it's like touch screen. It's really cool. But I bought it because I was like, oh, big screen. I can watch movies. And it's like, it's not practical. You sit it on your lap, and you feel like you have like
and you got it.
snowboard on your lap.
I was gonna say you're probably roasting your kids too.
That's okay.
Okay, you're done. You're like, it's cheaper than a vasectomy.
So there is a game called Leaf Blower Revolution.
Maybe that's
It's a
it.
surprisingly addictive incremental game where you collect leaves by blowing them around.
Just blowing them though, not
Yeah,
raking.
it doesn't say raking. Let's see.
Well, nobody wants rake.
I can
leaf
text.
rake
I can text Hayden and
revolution.
ask him what it was
yeah,
called.
ask him what it's called.
I'll text him.
It does
Oh,
sound kind of
Farming
like
Simulator also has leaf blowers and yard cleaning tools in it.
dance
Stardew
revolution.
Valley is another one.
Rake
Revolution.
something. Yeah.
That's alliteration though with the 3 R's though. I
Leaf
like
Blower Revolution was
Rake,
the
rake,
first one.
revolution.
Stardew Valley. During fall, you can collect leaves visually, though you don't
Oh,
rake
I hate
them.
Stardew Valley. Actually, I don't hate it, man.
There's
I
a
don't think
mower.
I've
You
ever
know
heard
who
of this
loves
game.
Stardew
There is
Valley?
a lawn mowing simulator.
Yeah, there's a
game,
lawn
though.
mowing simulator. I've seen that one.
You mow lawns, but
Maybe you got to pick up the leaves first before mowing the lawn,
maybe.
because I know I have to at home.
There's also a game called Power Wash Simulator where you can,
Yep, done that
power
one.
wash things.
Yeah, that one's okay. You know who really loves Stardew Valley? Stardew Valley.
Stardew Value.
Yeah,
It sounds like a hardware
that's
store.
That's a cheap.
It
That's a cheap
does.
one. Do you know who loves Stardew Valley? Valley though. The person that named our podcast, Bobby Lee.
He does?
Yeah, he's like people. He's like streaming that more than he does comedy. It seems like.
Huh.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
he just takes a Nintendo Switch with him wherever he goes. Yeah, you wouldn't think that though, because he's like 50. All right, you can fact check that one. I'm gonna say he's 53.
She's not going to be able to keep up.
What was the guy's name?
Bobby Lee.
Who are we talking about now?
Yeah, Bobby Lee.
I know.
I'm guessing he's 53. Everybody else guessed too.
I'm going to go 48.
54.
And the
He
answer
is
is
54.
Dang, Dean.
shut up, Dean.
I know Bobby Lee.
Okay.
He named the podcast.
I've never met him.
Born September 17th, 1971.
Oh, the game. Hayden texted me back. The game is called Leave It Alone.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that
Now
name.
I
That's
know
good.
what it's
That's
about.
good.
At first, I thought he was making a joke, like he was trying to be funny, like leave it alone, like don't worry about it. But that's what it's really called.
Now, have you ever seen the Goat Simulator game?
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that one. That
That's
one's
a
so
great
fun.
game. We have it at home.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them out now too, and then there's a pigeon simulator where you're a pigeon and you're like you got
Yeah, there's
this.
Bee
Like,
Simulator. It can simulate anything,
I think probably the most.
even this.
Stop it! Stop it! One that I saw that's not out yet, but is coming out soon, is a Sasquatch simulator. That one sounds good. Like you're hiding from people and doing Sasquatchy things. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good.
People come and mess with you, like, and then you get beef jerky.
Jack Links.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Jack Links, this podcast is not sponsored
It's not.
by Jack Links, so maybe they should get on that.
Yeah, and
that'd be pretty smart of them, I think.
And sadly, it won't be sponsored by Fondiacs ever again.
Nice segue.
Thanks.
Why?
You opened the window, so I jumped through it.
Yeah, I usually do that for you. You usually never open the window for me.
I do.
No, actually, you did last week. Pretty much every single topic.
No, it's just so it was going under new ownership, and there was some issues with it. And in order for the sale to be legal, it had to shut down, and it's being reopened under a new name, and it's going to be closed, I think, all next week.
It's a good teeth click.
So that while the sale and everything goes through. But now it's called Ohana Axe.
Ohana means family.
Nobody gets left behind.
Oh, great. Now we're getting sued by Disney.
No, we're not. I said it a little different.
Okay. You said it like Krampus.
I did a little bit, yeah.
Krampusy.
Yeah, so now the name's going to change. And it was weird, though, too, because the guy who bought it, he's Hawaiian. That's why, he named it, or part Hawaiian. And he had to, like, paint over all the logos and change everything. And, like, he can't have anything showing Fondiacs when it opens up because of the sale. He might have just said that, but I don't know. But it was sad to watch him paint over the logo and everything. And my jersey's still in the Wall of Fame, though. And I'm like, if you got to take that down, I'm taking it. And then he was like, I don't think I have to. And then after we thought about it, other venues have, like, retired jerseys of, like, people that don't even throw at that venue. It's just like somebody gave it to them to hang up.
Or just other sports teams in general. Like
Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
Yeah, they have, like, a Packers jersey up. They're not affiliated with the Packers.
Right, so. Yeah. So those were fine. But, yeah, he had to... I was like, well, what are you going to do about the sign? It's way up there. And then there's the big neon axe in the window that says Fondiacs. And I'm like, what are you going to do with that? And he's like, do you want it? And I'm like, maybe.
That'd be so cool to put up here in the studio.
Yeah, it's huge, though.
I know.
Where would you put it?
Well, it's made to go in a window.
Yeah.
So, like, it's... You got to put it in the window. I suppose you could still hang it up.
I think it'd be great. Like, it takes up a whole seat.
It's big.
I know, it's big. Yeah, you should see if you can get that. That'd be cool in here.
It would be. It'd be pretty cool. As long as, like, the previous owners don't want it.
Oh.
I don't know if they'd want it for any reason.
Sentimental reasons?
Yeah, maybe. Or something.
Yeah, see if you can get that. That'd be cool. Do we want to see if Jodi wants to talk to us about some things? We can ask her some questions as our super special guest, since Stan's done this like 50 times, 54
No,
times.
this is just my third.
Well, actually, before we do that, he brought me balls. I got balls. Got one in my hand right now.
Zip up your pants.
That was me swishing balls in my mouth.
All right. Dean's available for shows, everybody. If you need.
No.
I'm a full-time comic now.
Oh, full time.
Yep.
What's that mean?
It means I don't have any shows after December 5th, so book me because I have no other income.
Oh, okay.
That's what that means.
Oh, all right.
I mean, other than random things.
Random things.
Yeah, but that's like, yeah. I actually start my, I don't know what you call it, my media, not tour, but like my media exposure tomorrow. I'm going to be on Fondy Famous on the live.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yep. Doing that sort of stuff. So cool.
Sweet.
So what time is that on? Is that live?
It's live at 9 o'clock tomorrow, yeah.
9 a.m. Where's it?
I'm guessing on her social medias, on Fondy Famous social medias. So Facebook.
TikTok.
I think maybe TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, she's got a TikTok.
Yeah, she's got a TikTok.
That's a quick fact check right there.
That wasn't even
I'm
a
a
fact
follower
check. That
of
was
the Fondy famous.
Yeah, that was a I know, not a fact check. No resources needed whatsoever on that one. All right, so I'm going to ask some questions.
Yeah, no, you can. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
fine.
got excited about balls.
So what do you think about Stan doing stand-up?
I mean, I think he really enjoys it. So I'm happy that he found something that he likes to do and that he's made some really good friends at.
And do you like that like that he's up there performing? Do you think it's a good fit for him? Do you?
Oh yeah, he's always telling jokes and making up weird songs and sayings everywhere we go.
Before even getting on stage?
Before he even started doing stand-up. I mean, I think I get more nervous for him than he does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
When he's on stage.
I got a song called Pulling Weeds on the back line that I sing out in the yard.
I think that might have been the first original song.
Yep.
Pulling weeds?
Yeah,
Pulling Weeds
how
on the back
come
line.
I've never heard
It's a
this?
country song, by the way.
How come I've
I
never
think it
heard
has
this?
to be.
It could have been like a hardcore rap song. Could have been.
Could have been.
Are we going to get to hear a rendition of this at some
Not
point?
tonight.
No,
That's
I'm
soon. I'll
not
bring it to
necessarily
the...
on the podcast.
Yeah.
I get that. There's
Yeah, just like,
there's
I'm
copyright
pulling
rights.
weeds, I'm pulling weeds. I
He
don't
just
want
said
to
he's
breed,
not doing it
I'm
on the
pulling
podcast.
weeds.
Oh, now I think I have to do it. I think I pulling weeds on the back line. I love it so much. I spend all my time. It's something like that.
Do you have like prairie dogs and like do you play a banjo along with it?
Nope. I
It's
just pull
acapella.
weeds as I sing.
And it's a cappella.
No.
Nice.
So we do have
I have
groundhogs.
Are you gonna put it on Spotify?
No.
No.
I have a song I sing when I'm mowing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called I Think I'm Dying.
Jeez.
I think I'm dying. I'm gonna die. I can't breathe. And my chest hurts. It doesn't rhyme or nothing. It's just me.
And it's
just me.
It's only for when you're on the lawnmower, huh? It's not
Well,
just-
I have a pusher. I don't have a rider.
Oh,
if I had a
is it?
rider, that'd be different.
okay.
Definitely
pusher.
sounds like he's worried he's going to have a heart attack while
Okay,
he's
so-
push mowing the yard.
So it could be for anything too, like you're raking leaves. I think I'm dying.
Yeah.
My chest
I
hurts.
think I'm dying.
And my
I'm
arms
gonna
hurt.
die. And that's okay.
Jeez.
Cause this sucks.
Okay.
If I die, I don't gotta do it no more.
Do you have a holiday Christmassy version? Do you have,
Yeah.
do you have like jingle bells when you have to shovel the driveway?
I have a snowblower, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
different.
Oh, okay. So you can get a snowboard, but you can get a riding lawnmower. All right, that's fine.
Well,
Hey, snowblowing's tough sometimes.
it is
it
too.
is,
When it's
it is.
heavy.
Yeah.
When the snow is like,
When it clogs up and
Yeah, it
stuff.
doesn't always get it either. Too. You gotta tack it multiple ways. Have you seen like those snow throwers that are like wannabe snow blowers?
The remote control ones?
No.
The shovel
the
that
power
just
shovel?
throws it.
shovel.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, like a power
It's
shovel.
like a shovel that wants to be a snowblower, but just couldn't get there. Those are like almost just as expensive as a snowblower, though.
and they
it's
only
kind of
shoot
weird.
the snow one direction.
Yeah.
Like straight.
Yeah,
So you gotta really be strategic.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I guess it is better because you're not actually doing the lifting. I guess that's really the only added benefit. And I guess it's just completely electric, or maybe they have gas powered ones. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I would just spring for the snowblower instead of just the electric shovel. We're all going to sleep now.
Don't go to sleep.
Thank you for joining us on this NPR episode. The worst part is, like, I do have, like, a sleepy voice if I want it to really be a sleepy voice because I don't have any, like, inflection in my voice. So, like, if I really want people to fall asleep, I just keep talking and get quieter.
You can actually get a power shovel for pretty cheap.
Yeah?
$150.
Okay.
And I mean, the cheapest snowblower I can find is like $5.99.
Jeez.
Yeah, I got a
So-
deal. I got my mower, weed whacker, and snowblower for $700.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is a
and
deal.
they're
Electric?
no, they're all gas. Everything.
Same brand though. Was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
packaged
yeah.
together?
They're all
It was a bundle.
Briggs and Stratton, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a bundle. It's pretty sweet. Got it in the summertime. I just needed a weed whacker, and they had I needed a mower. And then they were like, "Oh, we got a thing right now that for the mower was like $500 like that or whatever." And then it was like, "We'll give you the weed whacker and the thing, blah blah blah, $700." And I'm like,
it would have been funny. I know the pricing would have worked out, but it would have been funny. It was like, yeah, the lawnmower is $120, but if you spend $700,
you'll get free string with
you
that.
can have everything. Well, that was like at my show that I had last Saturday. I was selling my stickers. I don't have a lot of them left, and I was just like, a lady came over and was like, "How much are they?" Oh no, it was a guy, and he was like, "How much are they?" And I was like,
how come they have the same voice?
Because I was in Athens.
Okay.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah, you don't have to fact check. You don't have to fact check that. We know that. Yeah, that's right.
But they, the guy was like, I was like, "They're $5, or for 10 you can take one of each," and I had like 5 of them there. And then he's like, "How much for 2?" And I was like, $10, and then you can take all the rest of them too. I only want 2. And then I was like, "Okay, we'll take 2. So how much do I owe you?" $10. And then he gave me $10 and took 2 of the exact same sticker.
Huh. All right.
But I tried to make it a deal because people are like, $5, that's kind of a ripoff for a sticker. But then I'm like, that's why I throw in the $10 for all of them.
Makes them $2 a sticker.
Yeah.
I can do the quick math.
Quick maths.
Yeah.
Can you fact check that?
No, we know that's right.
It's right.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
All right, back to more questions to Jodi about Stan. Would you ever try doing stand-up?
Oh, heck no.
Absolutely not?
Nope, never.
Why not?
I'm not funny, first of all. And second of all, like,
That's
I don't
okay.
want to be on
There's a lot of
stage.
people that aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. I have seen some very not funny people on stage, but no, I don't even want to think about it.
Oh, okay. All right, we won't think about it then. All right, moving on. How do you feel, though, about when he's crushing on stage or bombing, if he's ever bombed?
No, I bombed.
I mean,
We know. I was trying to set you up to...
Cash is like,
you've
we know.
had some not so good shows.
Well, I would even when you've had shows that didn't go to plan, it wasn't still bad.
Right.
It's definitely still a lot better than when people are.
She'll tell me afterwards, though. She gives me a lot of great criticism, right? A lot of constructive criticism.
Right. It's a
You know,
critique.
like, hey, you did that joke, but you've done it better before, and do it this way versus that way, or why'd you say that? So
I mean, I have most of it.
ChatGPT would never do that to me.
Most of his set memorized, so when he's saying things like wrong or the way he doesn't usually do it, and then it
Do you
doesn't,
yell
doesn't
out
make
the
sense.
punchlines before he says them?
No,
Because
I know not to
comics
ruin a
love
show.
that.
well, I got a joke, and I'm not going to say the whole joke, but I'll go like, I have a grandfather on my father's side, and then one time I went, and I have a grandfather on my father's side, so I did the same thing twice rather than back and forth, and she caught it like right away.
Yeah.
And then she's texting you during your set. Hey,
No, I don't do that either. He has a friend who always texts him during the middle
Oh
of
yeah,
his set.
I got a friend. Hey,
Sorry about that.
Hey, what are you doing later?
not you guys.
I'm doing comedy tonight. Oh, okay. What time's that start? I'll tell him what time, and then like 30 minutes later, after I started a show, ding.
Almost every time.
It's not either one of you.
I usually get that for the podcast though too.
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say
everyone
that.
knows, like, okay, yeah, you're doing the podcast about 7, and then like
And then his Christmas
Yeah,
family
like a
group
family-
chat goes
yeah,
off
like a family
in
group
June.
What?
yeah, what's the plans for Barthmas this year? Oh, we're gonna do that Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, and it's like, guys, I'm recording with Dean right now. Can we cool it?
He's like, I'll turn it on vibrate.
And then
it's
I'll
like,
get like 20 more messages like, what do you mean cool it? We're trying to set up family plans. It's like, okay,
Yeah, it's
on the
crazy.
phone. But how do you feel like when he crushes it?
Or have I?
You've crushed it.
You've
Stop.
crushed it. That's
Stop.
for sure. You've had some really good shows. It makes him look good up there. I mean, it's nice. That
Do you
he's-
feel proud?
Of course, I feel proud of him, and that that he's doing
When
something he
he-
loves.
when he has a show or something that he's promoting, do you share it and promote it?
I do.
Nice.
I do.
Nice. Yeah.
That is
That-
Sometimes, like,
That's
if he
nice.
promotes it himself, I don't always like it, mainly just because I forget to. So if he posts stuff on Facebook, I don't always remember to like that. But if he's promoting a show, I pass it along. In fact, this weekend it should be mostly my work friends and
Good friends.
my friends that are coming to watch your show.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel extra pressure for this show this weekend?
No,
I mean, there is for one reason. Technically, right? This is your first headlining.
This is my first time. I'm up at the headliner. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited. Like, I'm really excited about this show this week because we get to do the show together, and it's going to be a lot of people we know there. A lot of people saying, "Oh, let me know when you have a show."
Locally, so we can go.
And then they'll say, "Okay, I got a show next Thursday. Where's it at?" It's in Milwaukee. Oh, let me know when you have a show that's not on Thursdays. All right, we got a show on Friday. Oh, let me know when you got a show that's not in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. There's always some sort of
Jody, what was your
Yeah.
answer to everybody?
I told everybody that they didn't have any excuses for this one.
Yeah.
It's local and it's on a Saturday.
And he's the man of honor too. So
Yeah.
Any of us could have headlined the show.
Right, yeah, that's fair. That's true. I'm glad that you are getting to have that opportunity.
makes sense.
Yeah, especially because it's where you live too.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's cool that we get to join you for that experience and be there, but also
It's a double header.
yeah,
Yeah.
Two
that's
shows.
really fun.
Right?
a family friendly and an
Yeah.
adults only.
Yeah, family friendly's got me nervous.
There's definitely some kids coming to that one that I know.
Shit.
Well, hold on. They're kids.
teenagers.
They're teenagers. They're in high school. And they actually...
Dean's like, oh gosh, I can't do this.
Well, I
They
used to be
actually
so clean, and then it's like it's hard now. Because people used to always say like, "Oh, you're so clean, blah 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 blah. Come and do this college show, or do this, or do
Or
that."
the church show.
Yeah, well, yeah. That I was clean during that, but that's not. It was.
Anyway.
I think a church show would
Anyway.
be way harder than like a show with teenagers there.
With a priest
Teenagers
staring
think
at it.
everything's
I
funny.
should have done my set that I did yesterday at the church show. That'd have been.
You didn't have that material.
I didn't. I didn't have it yet.
But that was a great set.
Yeah.
Was it? I didn't like it. Like it. This is the first time I'd ever done it, but
You had like a little bit of like an angry
Yeah, it
energy,
was
but
angry.
that's okay. I just again, it was like the first time you tried it, so it's
Yeah.
just like I think people that have seen you were like a little maybe shocked by it. Honestly,
well, then they might have been nervous because I brought the suitcase up, and they were like, "This guy's really angry," and he brought that suitcase back
Oh,
up
fair
here.
enough,
What's
yeah.
in there?
That might make me a little worried.
Well, Carl brought it up first.
yeah, it wasn't part of my act though. So
No, it was definitely not part of mine. It just sat there. It just sat there.
I should have taken notes.
I
from
did
you.
nothing with it. Absolutely nothing. Just carried it up.
Yeah, that was something that was a little different for me though. I had the idea. I thought it'd just be funny to like have something and be like, yeah, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing, and then just keep bringing it up the entire set.
Yeah.
I was actually not intending to do all 4 minutes of just the suitcase, but I looked when I was about to like go into an actual joke. I was like, oh, there's only 10 seconds left. Well, I guess I don't have time to do that.
Guess that was my set.
Which is fine. Glad I got to try it. Have you ever ran up to Stan after a show and asked for his autograph?
No.
I think you should do that.
I
on
had
Saturday.
somebody-
I could
do
do that
that
on
after me.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I could tell all my friends to do that
Oh,
on Saturday.
yeah.
And take pictures and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I had somebody do that after my very first show. They were
Really?
like, yeah. They were like, "Can you sign this?" And I was like, "Okay." And they just had like a little receipt.
Their bar receipt. They're
And
like,
I don't-
hey,
maybe it
sign
was.
that?
I probably paid their bar tab. I probably didn't realize it.
Maybe.
That's funny. I usually do get people that come up to me and want a bill signed, or
Yeah, or a picture taken. The first show I did with you, had people coming up to you after the show
Yeah.
and taking
And I
pictures
think-
with you.
I'd signed a toothbrush a couple weeks
Yes, you
ago.
did. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I can't believe
And
that
he
happened.
gave the toothbrush
To a
out
guy
to a
with no
guy
teeth.
that had very
like
little
2
teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
Was it a used toothbrush?
No, it
it
was brand
wasn't.
new. It was brand new.
okay.
You'll probably see that bit on Saturday too. I like that one. It's a lot of fun. I was gonna say too. I had one guy one time ask me to sign his black T-shirt
With a black pen.
with a black Sharpie, and I said, "Are you sure you want me to do this? Like, can I sign like a tag or something?" He's like, "No, just sign it there." I was like,
or your forehead. Can I sign your
"Yeah."
forehead?
I was just very confused, and I was like, "This is a black Sharpie on a black shirt." He's like, "Yeah, I know." So I thought that was
Alright.
very interesting. I don't think he caught what was going on, or maybe that's the joke. Is like, I got this shirt signed, but nobody's gonna know that it's signed. I don't know. Kind
Well, I'm going to bring hats on Saturdays. So
Nice.
I'll sign hats.
And stickers?
And stickers. I got stickers too.
Is there anything else right now that you got too?
No, just hats and stickers right
hats
now.
And stickers. And do you have the knit hats too?
Yep. So I have the beanies and I have the baseball hats, and I've got very few quantities left of them right now.
Yeah, he wants to be sold out. He doesn't want to have any. He wants to be forced to put in an order.
I just think it'd be cool to see the hats in the audience, you know?
That too, yeah.
There should be a few in the audience already.
I'm hoping they wear them. So we'll see.
I wonder if Chad's going to come and wear his.
Yeah, Chad.
Oh, I hope so.
Come on,
Yeah,
Chad.
Chad.
Chad GPT.
I was just going to say that.
I beat you.
How did Chad end up with a hat?
So Chad, our friend Chad,
Is Chad short for anything?
No, his name is Chad.
Not like Chadwick?
No.
Or Chadwick.
He's a young man with Down syndrome. He's very entertaining.
Oh,
he doesn't speak verbally too much, but when he saw his hat, what did Chad say to you?
So he looked at my hat and he goes, "Oh, Bobby Hill, I don't know you. My purse. And he just kept yelling it. And I'm like, you want a hat? I'm going to give you a hat right now.
Yep.
And I give him the hat right off my head.
Oh, hopefully he wears it tomorrow.
So,
yeah.
He's a great guy.
I wonder if Nick and Missy are going to bring Chad.
Yeah, well, Nick and Missy.
Which shows are you going to be at? Both? One?
I don't know. I'll have to find out if Nick and Missy are bringing Chad.
Better be.
Right?
I want to meet Chad.
He's pretty entertaining.
He's a great guy.
Maybe he'll host. I don't even know who's hosting.
Ben.
Oh, yeah, Ben is hosting. Yeah. And then
Emily is also on the show, too.
That's cool.
Yeah, which I'm excited about because I haven't seen her really perform. So.
Right. She did kind of some semi-hosting during the Oshkosh's Funniest.
Yeah, during one of them,
but I'm assuming she's got like a set prepared because that was a little bit more improv, off-the-cuff type thing for the hosting thing, which is always tough if you don't know that going in that you're...
What did she say after somebody said? I can't remember. She said something like... It was kind of along the lines of like the church show when you were done. And then that Janet lady was like, so that was kind of funny.
Yeah, that hurt so much.
It was kind of... Sorry, I didn't mean to reopen the wound.
No, that's all right. That was
my set.
She said something similar like that after somebody's set where like, I guess that was good or something like that. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to be really careful what you say as the host because you can't overhype somebody and say, oh, this is the funniest person I ever met. And then they're not. And then, boom, that just completely crushes their...
You also have to be careful that you don't use any of their set when you're introing them.
Yeah,
that too.
That's happened before.
Oh, I've had times that like I'm not doing anything for my Holy Moly stuff. And I was introduced that way, and he's like, "Oh, he's going to talk about mini golf," and I was like, "No, I'm not." But
yeah, great, now I got to.
Now I have to.
Now I have to do
with
that
like
part.
axe throwing when they're like, he's a professional axe thrower, and boy, does he look like it. I'm sure he's got some funny jokes about axes, or whatever. And I'm like,
that's the part that's challenging when they're saying, "Oh, he's going to do something about that." It's like, shoot.
Or I have a very popular tag that goes along with my cat.
You have a cat?
Yep. I'm not gonna say what the tag is right now because most people know it, but whatever. Anyway,
why wouldn't you?
I don't want to. But I had somebody, start off like when they introduced me. They're like, "But he's gonna make you say," and then he said the tag, and I was just like,
"Now you just ruined my joke."
That was something.
Yeah.
I mean, when I've hosted before, I don't remember if that was at the open mic that we used to have at the Hive. But somebody had it was really absurd, crazy. Everybody was like, "What's happening right now?" And all I could say when I went up, I was like, "Okay, that happened." Our next person, I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, well, but that was kind of the point that why we had that mic too. It was practice for us for hosting. I liked and didn't like that we co-hosted that together, just because the co-hosting part did sometimes feel kind of clunky for us.
A little bit.
But I felt like that made us better with handling awkward situations at shows, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Without too much pressure.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so, too. It was cool. Now it doesn't exist.
Well, the venue doesn't even exist anymore either, which is unfortunate. It was a cool place.
So it's still there. It's just...
It's not...
not opened, or
it's
what?
not a venue for public access or anything like that.
So where they just watch TV there or what?
I think it's for sale now. I think
they cleared everything, like the metal stuff on the walls. Like, I'm pretty sure it's gutted.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But yeah, that's unfortunate. We did like it though. It was a great venue, and we appreciate all the shows and time that we got to be there.
It was fun, and had a good deal with the owner going.
Yeah,
and that's where we had a lot of showcases that were awesome.
Yep, the Live from the Hive showcases. We had the open mic, which was
that was going to be the original name of our podcast. Remember, we were going to podcast from there. We were going to call it Live from the Hive.
Yeah, which I guess I'm glad that we figured out something
because now
more universal.
Like, okay, we're back now, live from the
not Hive.
The Hive, I guess. I guess this could be a hive. It kind of shaped more like one than.
That's true. We also did our very first, or I don't know, maybe you might have produced one prior to that, but that was the very first showcase that I ever produced. Was the For the Love of Money, and I wasn't on that. I was just solely producing on that one, so that was my first time doing a full production show producing, and we had about 100 people show up for that, so I was really pleased with that. We did a roast of Santa Claus there, and kind of went all out with that. We learned a lot of things about what to do with those shows, and kind of some ways to draw out like the character roast, because usually those shows end up going pretty quick, because if you ask people to write like 8 to 10 jokes or whatever, you don't want
2 minutes, two minutes of one-liners.
Well, you don't necessarily want if someone says a joke that's this is the joke, and someone else wrote something like that because it was very like on the nose, you don't repeat that joke. Right. If you've been doing comedy enough, not to say the same joke, because it kind of does make you look a little stupid. So to cut those, and then you end up getting shorter and shorter as you go, except for Santa, or whoever the roastie is, they get to pretty much go as long as they want. But yeah, I want to do another one of those. I think it would be fun to do that again. We don't have a venue lined up to do something like that.
Yep.
I mean, maybe we could try to get that one, the Mad World Collective up in Green Bay, to do a roast. That's a nice place.
Well, and a lot of things have been going on at the Prairie Theater or whatever it is. It used to be UW Oshkosh. And it's like a decent size. Like we've had shows where we could have filled it, I think, based off the pictures that I've seen before. Mm-hmm. That if we had like a roast there or something, I bet you we could get people to show up. But then sometimes we have roasts and it's like, where's everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's at the college that closed down, right?
Yeah.
We've been there for plays before. That's a nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe we are a little too close. We're November 13th, and we'd probably want to do it the week before Christmas. So, yeah, it's kind of probably not going to happen this year. I know there's other ones going on in the area, but not as many as before. It seemed like one time there was like 5 in like the Fox Valley area for 1 year. And which is fine though, because each show is going to be different, because you're going to have different characters, you know. So like each one is different enough where you're like, oh yeah, I'd see that, because like I remember one year I was on 3 of them, and each one I had to do different material, and I was different characters for.
I know. So I was telling Jodi this, because you told me this, that you were actually in the roast of Santa at the Band Theater.
Yep, mm-hmm.
We were there.
Yep, yeah. I looked like Macho Man. I was Cash Kringle. Yeah.
We were at that show.
I also remember a lady touched my butt, which was kind of awkward. Because they were
for you or her?
For me. Okay. Yeah. It was just like, take a picture. Oh, Santa, can we take a picture with you? And then they, stood all next to me, all nice. And then like the lady grabbed my butt, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. Why do people do weird shit like that?
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I don't know if they don't think we're real people.
They could be.
Like we're just AI.
Yep.
Right, Nova?
Yep. That's my name. I'm an AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've had people do weird shit too when they go to take a picture, and then all of a sudden they seem fine, and then all of a sudden when the picture is about to snap off, and their friend or whoever's like taking pictures, and then they do like obscene shit.
Like what?
want to say.
Oh, okay, all right.
He said obscene.
That obscene. He can't tell you.
Wow.
It was obscene.
People, you're just going to have to guess what it was. What would be obscene?
Well, you were at one of them.
Oh, I do remember one. Okay.
You were at one, and
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember I had another obscene one, too.
I mean,
which
my
I'm not
kids
gonna-
listen
I'm
to
not-
this podcast,
yeah, I'm
for
not gonna
fuck's
mention-
sake.
I'm not I'm not going to mention what happened for another one of mine, too. There's a naughty video somewhere out there, though, I'm sure. Because they wanted to record a video with me, and it was
Oh, boy.
It was awkward. But I didn't know I could say no. I was too new.
Could say yes for the right price.
I didn't even say for any
You're
price.
like
I
one
just,
of those Vegas people walking down the strip taking pictures.
Well, that's not a bad idea. That'd be a good gig. I could
Yeah.
I think those guys with the cards.
No, not those guys.
Yeah, that's how I used to hand
them
out my
out.
cards at shows. Like when I had my little business cards made out of metal, that's how I'd be like,
Oh, really?
and I'd hand them out just like that, like those guys hand out booby cards.
So I remember going to
I
Vegas.
got my first one when I was like 13 when we stayed at
Well,
Circus.
If you're a kid and you're walking down,
They're not supposed to give you any.
no, but I just
But
mean
they used to.
Yeah.
No, I just
They
mean
did
like
one-
if you're walking, they're lying all over the place. People just throw them, and you
Yeah. So
Yeah.
one time I went to Vegas when I was
Right on the
a
strip.
little younger. I collected a bunch of those cards, and then I stood at the end of the line of people handing out cards, trying to hand them out. They wouldn't take my cards either.
Kind of reminds me of one time when we were at a restaurant and this like lady got up and she kind of stood by her table, but I guess she was like the matriarch of the family that was visiting. Like they had a family reunion at the restaurant, and so they all got in like a receiving line to like hug this lady. My dad and I were like, we should just get up in line and see if we can hug this
Absolutely, you
lady.
should.
And we didn't do it, and we always regretted that. We're like, man, either we probably give out really good hugs, or she gives out really good hugs, or it would have been a story for both parties, but to just laugh about forever. Like, remember that one time we were at the restaurant and those two random people just joined the hugging line?
Came up and hugged grandma.
Yeah.
yeah, and they probably wouldn't have said anything till after. Like, hey, who are those two guys?
Yeah.
Like, were those cousins of yours? Or who was, oh, I think those were Dale and Beverly's sons, maybe. I don't know. And they go talk to Dale and Beverly, and they're like, we didn't know who those were. And
We
then
have
they-
daughters.
yeah, we only have daughters. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. I don't like it, but Mr. Pibb is back.
I love it. I've had
I
two.
know you
I've
did.
had like two already. I had one yesterday. I was drinking it on the way home from the mic.
And it's not Mr. Pibb Extra?
Nope.
No, it's
No,
just
because that was Pibb. Which is, I always thought Pibb Extra was just Mr. Pibb. But after I tried Mr. Pibb, I'm like, oh no, they are kind of different. Pibb Extra is more spicy.
Spicy. Why is it spicy?
And the Mr. Pibb now, they got one with no sugar. It's
Yep.
a zero sugar
Yeah, they do.
one.
Yeah.
Did they not have that before?
Not that I remember.
It was called Tab. No, I'm just kidding. That was cola.
And you said the McRib is back?
The McRib
yeah.
is back.
And holiday pies?
And holiday pies.
What's in the holiday pie? I know what a McRib is, but
It's like a custard, and then it's got these little colorful sprinkles on it. It's good.
I like the colorful
I like 'em.
sprinkles.
I haven't tried that one yet. But
They're good. I like 'em.
I've had a few McRibs already.
I've only had one.
I haven't had any.
I'm pretty sure you had 2 in one day.
I had 2 in 2 days.
He was
so
doing
I had,
quality.
No, you
so,
I thought you got
hold on. Both times I go, I get 2. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so, but
So you've had 4.
Wait.
so this
which
week
McRib
it's
was the
not my
backup?
fault because you guys said
To use
last
the app.
week,
Yeah,
get the
he's
app.
The
telling me
McDonald's
about
app
I think
got it.
Carl's words were, I don't understand why anybody doesn't just use the app. It's
Yeah.
so much easier to get free food. And I heard free food.
Yeah, okay.
And so I got the app.
You're welcome.
And so one of the deals was buy a big McRib meal, which I was doing anyway, and get another one for $1.
See? What a
Like,
great...
I'm not going to pass that deal
Yeah,
up.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we talked about that last
Financial
night.
tips with cash.
that's
See?
right.
Yeah, Stan and I were talking about that yesterday about the McRibs when we were on our way back from the open mic and we were looking for the Northern Lights. And then Stan was like, I don't see them. I'm like, I don't either. But that might be because we're facing south.
Could have been.
Could be. Just so you know, the new Mr. Pibb is replacing Pibb Extra.
Oh.
Can you look up what the difference was? Like, if there was one, does it say?
So the new formula includes about 30% more caffeine and is described as a bold cherry flavor with hints of caramel.
I guess that's fair.
So there you go.
It's better than Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's like, I got 23 flavors. I'm like, horse shit.
It's like Heinz ketchup.
It's all... Well, no, Heinz...
And I know that's just how many products they have.
Yeah,
I know, but it always made me think of like, there's 47 things in here?
Jody's favorite soda is Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Regular Dr. Pepper.
I remember people were always with the Diet Dr. Pepper before they did all the zero sugar ones. They were like, that's the one soda that tastes...
Yeah, that I would say is like...
7-Up.
That is accurate.
Yeah, Diet Dr. Pepper,
Pepper.
did always taste the closest.
Yep.
A couple years ago, we went down to Waco, and they have the Dr. Pepper Museum there.
Okay.
And that was pretty cool. It was a good walkthrough.
Did they
Wasn't
give you
that big.
samples?
Yes, at the end you
Yes.
got a couple samples.
And you got to watch how it was made or no?
No, it was more of the walking around history
The
portion
history
of it, you know.
Okay.
But it was cool. I liked it.
You saw it go from Mr. Pepper to Doctor.
Yeah.
Yes,
the whole
how he became a doctor.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Pibb.
No. You can't just be born a doctor. You have to start...
You can
You
be
have to go
born...
to school.
You can be born the Dalai Lama. So why can't you be born
No,
a doctor?
I guess, yeah.
I stand corrected.
But I recommend that museum.
How long have you been saving that for me to say something like that?
I don't know.
Just came to him.
He's been holding on that one since we started the podcast. He's like, I need him to say, like, why can't you be?
The first time I ever saw you at the Skyline, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's going to start a fire. When you're shooting off.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had all the candles.
Yeah.
And you had your money gun, and you're just like...
And that was when I didn't
And that was
care.
when you would do, like, full stacks.
Yeah, I didn't care for open
Yeah, and
mic,
you're just
but
like... brrr,
now I don't do that for open
brrr,
mic. It's really
and then I'm
too
like,
much.
this guy's... They're landing on the candles. This is going to burn
Yeah.
this place down. What is this guy doing? And then I think the second time I saw you, you turned and shot him all over the wall.
Oh, no. Well, I remember that one. No, I didn't shoot him.
You threw him.
Yeah, I was like... one time, like, it was something like... one guy tried to sue me for doing the money gun or whatever.
Why?
No, it was just a bit.
Oh,
it wasn't
a bit, okay.
real.
Yeah, that was his bit,
And
yeah.
because I threw it, and I was like, I'm getting better at throwing the money because I didn't actually. I think then I might not have had the money gun yet, and so I was just throwing the stacks. And I was like, one time I forgot to undo the
I
stack.
think you might be right, because maybe... I think you got the money gun...
I've gone through like 5 money guns at this point, though.
And you got the mini money gun.
Yeah,
I think you... Yeah,
it's just a little bit of money. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have the money gun yet.
No, I think
And
I
was
saw.
throwing
Yeah, I
it
think I
out
saw
to
you
the
throw
ground.
them, and then I was like, "This is gonna start a fire." Yeah, you weren't shooting the money gun.
And
Never
I
mind.
think when I threw the stack at the wall, I was like, yeah, one time I forgot to undo the band, and I just chucked it at a guy's face and like knocked out a tooth. So, and then I threw it at the wall. And I think I mostly did that just to get a sound reaction because it made a nice big slap on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't know any better. That was.
and then I think you. Yeah. 'cause
Now I pour actual blizzards on stage too.
Yep. Actual blizzard. And that's why I brought the suitcase up,
back.
because I was hungry, I was starving, and you said there were blizzards in there.
You know, honestly, I was thinking about keeping some snacks in there, so you could have just like taken out snacks.
I would have had snacks in there.
It'd have
was
been
thinking about
hilarious
it.
if you would have had like some weird random objects in there, and then I would have just been like, "What's really in here?" And and there's like,
all right.
Pull out a McRib.
All right, next time I could do that bit on Saturday if you want. I'll put some weird stuff
there's
in there if you
like
want.
a teddy in there, like lingerie teddy.
Oh, not a teddy bear. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'll
and
have to- I'll have to get one.
what else could be weird in there?
Yeah, we have to think of some weird things.
Yeah, we'll have to think of that.
I don't have a lot of time though, so you have to help me figure out what I need to get.
Well, we don't have to do that this weekend.
Okay, well we
We
can
can do it
try.
anytime. We can do it again at the mic the next time we're there.
Nah, I want to space it out a little bit.
Was that just a one-time thing?
It wasn't a one-time thing.
Oh.
I'm going to do it some more. I like the idea of it. I think I'd like doing kind of weird, absurdist things most of the time. And it would be nice because I could actually carry other props in there too. So like it does fit to have it in my set normally because I'm a prop guy. Get over it.
But that bit worked, and everybody was paying attention to see what was in that suitcase last night.
Yeah. And sometimes that's all I'm really trying to go for is just getting people to pay attention. I don't need to be the funniest person in the room because usually I'm not, but I do usually get people's attention, and that's usually my main goal is just be entertaining and have people's attention. I remember one time, I think it was the first time at the Ambassador's mic, which was in downtown Appleton after Skyline, so it was like a late night mic. After.
Right I never went to that because it always went too late.
Yeah, it was a late night mic. It usually didn't start until 9:30, 10 o'clock. So, and I'm not trying to be offensive to it, but it wasn't a good mic. It wasn't a mic that you were going to better yourself with stand-up.
I've been to plenty of those.
You're just going there to hang, really.
Well, and then it was kind of, though, what I had heard is it was to go and see what it's like when the audience doesn't care.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to get to is like the very first time that I was there, I was talking about Holy Moly and being on TV, and I had everybody engaged. But it was just that first time. Other than that, then they kind of, like, it's always regular, so they kind of got on and they're like, oh, we know.
They're probably like, oh, there's a new guy. Oh, he's on TV.
And they
That's cool.
don't need to listen anymore after that point. But yeah, it wasn't really a mic where you're like, oh, I'm going to work on my bits. It was like, I'm just going to hang with the guys and maybe do the bits that I don't think are presentable to the normal audience, I guess. But
well, for when I did my set yesterday, and then I brought up the suitcase, that probably got the biggest laugh out of the crowd. And then after that, I didn't hear anybody laugh but comics. Like every time, other people were laughing, but I noticed people laughing. I noticed comics laughing, which is always a good sign, at least. But
yeah, I mean, because that means that they know like history and background of you.
Yeah,
which is why that they found it funny.
Yeah,
but just like normal audience, they're like, is this guy okay?
Yeah, but
is he gonna hurt us?
But yesterday, nobody was sitting up front.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Like there were 3 rows of empty seats there, and then everybody was in.
So
back.
even when people did laugh, it sounded far away.
Right.
And I usually have my camera or whatever I'm recording with towards the back, and then when everybody's up front, you can barely hear people laughing when you record. So then I was like, hey, let's go up front this time.
Yeah.
So that, we can get a better angle and get, more laughter. And then everybody was sitting in the back.
Yeah. Not that they would do this because it costs extra money and it's just an open mic, but man, like, remember when we went down to Chicago and to the Laugh Factory?
Mm-hmm.
And like halfway through the mic, even though people had gotten up to leave, which was kind of not cool, but right before your set, that seemed to be like the halfway point, they would buy everybody a shot of Malort.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
The mic is sponsored by Malort, which is a Chicago favorite.
Okay,
I don't know if favorite's the right word, but the mic was sponsored by it, and they would give everybody a shot. And Malort supposedly tastes like gasoline and sweat and a little bit of grapefruit.
Can you fact check that, Jody?
I'm out.
Actually, yeah. Bring up.
What is the flavor of Malort supposed to be?
Yeah, this is what you're supposed to search. You're supposed to search. No, you're supposed to search. What is the official description of the flavor of Malort? And I'm not kidding you. I was pretty close with saying gasoline, sweat, grapefruit. It's
herpes.
No, but I want you to read that one verbatim because I think that one's a great one.
Oh, you know what it's going to say?
Yeah. I'm pretty close. Having trouble finding it.
I just don't know how to spell it.
Oh, Malort?
Yeah.
M-U-H, ma.
You're not very helpful.
I don't think that's it.
M-A-L-O-R-T.
Oh, there we go. I had too many L's in there.
It's just my brother is notorious for having people just try shots of Malort. Anytime he goes someplace, he usually has a bottle, and he's like, "Hey, you want a shot of Malort?" And people are like, "Sure, free booze."
Sure, why not?
And then they don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink, but a couple of times, like when we were at the Extra, and people.
I brought Trevor that bottle,
and then we tried it on stage. I almost thought about just like mouthwashing it to see what it tasted like, but.
It sounds like you might have been able to put a lighter up to it, like Gene Simmons.
Pretty sure people use it for like 2-cycle engines and stuff.
Yeesh.
It is what is this? It's a Swedish
I didn't know
bitter
What?
wormwood based.
Whoa,
alcohol.
that can make you psychotic.
Yeah.
So Jack the Ripper.
It's a ritual in the Chicago bar culture. It has a dominant herbaceous bitterness. There you go.
That's why I moved out of there.
Moving on to hot dogs with no ketchup.
Yeah.
It doesn't have, though.
Was that a gurgle?
Yeah, gurgle is excited.
That was actually far away from the mic, even.
Yeah. He's really projecting his voice these
days. Balls is doing it.
There you go.
That darn balls. Okay, here's some common descriptions of it. It tastes like pencil shavings and heartbreak, like biting into a Band-Aid.
Like what?
Biting into a Band-Aid. A grapefruit rind soaked in gasoline or tree bark in gasoline mixed with turpentine. A baby aspirin wrapped in a grapefruit peel bound with rubber bands and then soaked in gin. So there you go.
Huh.
So you can clean your carburetor.
Well, if it's made from like wormwood, that makes you go insane. That's what happened to Jack the Ripper with his absinthe.
Oh yes.
That's why he went nuts and ripped people. So people are drinking Malort, and you might have.
Actually explains a lot about my brother.
Might have Mike the Thrasher from Chicago.
No, his name's Kyle.
Kyle the drywall puncher.
Oh, look at that! That was
dang.
We're good.
So wormwood insanity is mostly a myth with a small kernel of truth, but it's not as dramatic as it sounds.
It should be.
It can cause hallucinations, seizures, and mental deterioration.
That sounds pretty dramatic to me.
There you go.
I know people in Chicago that spend a lot of money to get that.
Drinking a shot will not cause insanity, but prolonged exposure could cause some mental issues.
So if you have it in
So 8 shots.
or if you have it in like one of those gerbil water bottle things,
yes,
and you're just
then for sure.
sipping out of there. I think that would be kind of nice to have like by the bed at night, because I don't need a whole like bottle of water, or I don't want the glass just of water sitting there.
I think they make those. It's kind of a gag thing, but I think they make those.
I think that does sound like a pretty good idea. Just have a little.
Sounds like you got to put it in the suitcase.
All right.
Or we gotta have somebody make that. We haven't done that in a while. Somebody, can you make that at home?
Oh yeah, I need more inventions.
Yeah.
I get people sending me videos of possible other
the tassels?
tassel twirler.
Nice.
Now, there was one of a guy
Are they
that
like people you know, or like just randos?
There's some randos too, but one guy sent me like a picture or a video of this guy that was like put a light up his butt, and so like he would bend over.
Would it play music though?
No, it's not a Bluetooth butt plug, which is still out of stock. I think
Still out of stock.
I
Yep.
think we should get some commission on that, because there was plenty in stock when we first started talking about it, and now all out of stock.
Out of stock.
And they can't even keep it stocked. So I feel like that was a missed opportunity on our part, maybe. Do you agree?
Yes.
You don't know what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're saying. I was listening.
Anybody else put up their Christmas decorations already?
No, but I'm definitely considering doing it this weekend.
Wait, we have one up. We have one decoration of what's on the dining room table.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles is on the table. Our wiener dog, Christmas wiener dog that Carl brought to us.
Yep.
Yeah, he's on the table.
Did you put batteries in them?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
I want to see him all lit up. I think he's gonna be great.
That's a holiday thing. We're going to have a whole lighting ceremony just for that.
Yeah.
Carl.
Yes.
It was funny because I said we're gonna wait till after Thanksgiving.
That's usually what I do.
but-
if I do anything,
But Abby was like really excited, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna be really strong this year, and we're gonna wait." And I was like, "We don't have to. I'm fine with, getting them up already." And she's like, "Eh," and I was like, "I'm just gonna do it." And I got them up before she even like noticed. And then I was like, "Go outside," because we have a second floor balcony. I was like, "Go outside, and we'll do a grand lighting. You and Waffles can look up at it." And then I did the whole Christmas vacation, joy to the world, and then they connected it, and then it didn't work, and then I felt stupid. So I had to turn on the
Just like
switch.
the movie.
Yeah, I had to turn on the switch, and then I got it to go.
Nice.
I've
It's a
already
beaut, Clark.
I've already put up decorations on Christmas Eve and then took them down like right after we opened presents on Christmas Day.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's got to be cold too. Like I'm thinking, like this week's weather is perfect for getting lights and stuff up.
Well, that was part of why I was like, it's
I
still
think
nice
that's why a
out.
lot of people do it, because they're like, oh, it's tolerable.
When you don't necessarily have to turn them on until
Right.
later, but I got it on a timer now. I don't have to do anything, so it's just every day 4:30, boom, they click on. And we got those really big, like mega sized Christmas lights. So it's like really only like 10 lights, stretch over our balcony and they twinkle. And then a couple years ago, Hobby Lobby had blow mold vintage Christmas trees. So and then have that. Wow, Gurgle.
Whoa.
He likes it. Do you need a vintage Christmas tree, Gurgle?
I don't know. Maybe you were upsetting him talking about Christmas. I don't know. It's like, that sounds like indigestion.
He's like, Gurgle the Grinch? Okay, I get it. But yeah, and have that out too. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we used to do blow-ups in our yard, like the big blow-up things.
The inflatable ones?
Well, we get too much wind.
Oh, yeah. And then they're like the wacky inflatable.
Well, that, and then they break. Then they don't work. So, though I do have a Dwight Schrute elf blow-up that I have still.
That's so random.
Yep. Got it at Menards a couple years ago.
Menards. If we were to do, I know you still have a nice turkey outfit for Thanksgiving this year.
I do. I was going to wear it tonight, but I'm like, no, it's going to stay in the closet.
Because initially we were talking about doing a Black Friday Thanksgiving character roast. And that just didn't pan out for this year. But I still thought that was a great costume for you. And I thought for me, I wanted to go as a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade balloon. So really any of those inflatable costumes would have worked great for that. So that was...
Well, I've got one if you need it. I got a bear.
A bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen any of those videos where like people are in those things and they spray because there's a little fan on the back?
And someone fart spray in there?
They either actually fart in it or they fart spray in it and then the people start going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't reach the zipper.
Yeah, and they're trying to get out and they can't.
You're heaving in there.
That made me really feel bad when the cop or whoever pepper sprayed somebody in one of those.
Jeez.
Yeah, right in the fan. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that sucks.
Yeah. Speaking of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, did you know this year is the 99th? So next year's going to be a big one, I think. The 100th.
No, it won't. AI Atlas or 3i Atlas will be here before then, Carl.
It's coming back?
Yep, December 12th.
What if that is the main parade float?
That is the parade. That's all they're looking for. They just want to be in the parade.
Yeah.
And then the grays with the dark hoods, the long foam fingers you were talking about last week come out.
Your
There you go.
Man, I haven't slept well in weeks.
I haven't either.
Yeah, but mine is because you keep bringing up the 3i.
We'll make Carl feel better. Not to put Jodi on the spot, but Carl grilled you with questions. Do you have questions for us? Of any kind?
Now you are putting me on the spot.
Yeah,
it can be about anything. It doesn't have to be
you can think about it for a little while if you want us to keep talking about something else, and then you just say, "Oh, I got him. I got something."
Anything.
Okay, keep talking.
If you want to
we'll
follow
keep
up from
talking.
any episodes in the past, or just in general, anything you want to know.
Should have prepared for this.
Yeah, we should have said something before.
I can.
All right, so I sent all the other stuff out today, and you couldn't have sent out that one question, huh, Dean?
Well, it's usually kind of what we do is we say,
you're
"What
right.
questions do you have for
That's
us?"
true.
It's like a job interview
That's
up
true.
in here.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, keep talking. I'll think.
What about you, Stan? You got any questions for us?
Stan talks to us all the time.
I was going to say, if you have any additional questions, but you can also lead us into our comedy topic, too, if you don't have anything else.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
let's talk about that because I asked you guys, what's your show day prep? Not like before the show, like you were talking about yesterday, but what are some of the rituals you do, like the day of a show? Like, I'll give you an example. For me, I go to Quick Trip on the way to the show and on the way home. But also
He does that every day,
Well, I'm practicing.
not just on show days.
Well, that's a ritual then. Yeah.
So.
That's a routine. Yeah.
Right. But what's some of the things you do to, like, just, that you consistently do, I guess, on show days? Do you have something or no?
Yeah. I usually will get my set finalized. So I have a little receipt printer and I get that figured out. So depending on the time, I figure out what final jokes I want to put in there. And if there's any specific about the venue or location, like the town or people and just in general. And if I want to add those in, I kind of do that. I kind of set in my mind, yep, these are the ones that you're going to do for tonight. And even then I still might change it up as I'm on stage, trying to be present. And if stuff's not working, then I'll switch up anyway. I think we all know that I usually don't eat a couple hours before a performance. So
4 hours to be exact.
Yeah, typically. I definitely get to the point where I do get hungry. So like I do like when we did the show the mic at Golden Plated, that the kitchen was still open and we got some food after, because I'm usually starving after. But like I don't know, I just don't want something like not to agree with me or Dean's gurgle gets in my belly and mine is amplified because I have a bigger acoustic system.
Mine isn't actually in my belly; it's more like in my throat, esophagus.
Okay, fine. Well, I get a gurgle monster in my belly, and I have the good amplifier, so it gets really loud, and I don't want to have to deal with that on stage, or just like the kind of the sluggishness of like eating too much food or too heavy of something.
Okay.
I do try to always be early if I can. I mean, stuff happens, but I feel like that is part of my ritual too, is just to be there early and just get comfortable.
Okay. What about you, Dean?
Usually during the day, I try to save my energy as much as I can. Like, I don't try to plan anything big. I mean, sometimes I'll have something going on or whatever, or we're doing something with the kids or whatever, but usually I try to just like reserve my energy for the stage, because it can, when you're doing longer sets, in multiple shows or whatever, you can really be giving a lot away, and you do get a little bit of it back, from the audience or whatever. But so I usually try to just be chill. I don't try to do anything crazy. I used to. I don't do it anymore, but I used to always watch Man in the Moon. Jim Carrey and about Andy Kaufman.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know the movie.
I used to watch that when I first got into it and started up and stuff. I used to watch it before every show. I don't do that anymore. But usually it's just kind of, that's really it. And then when I drive to the show, that's usually, when I have my absolute quiet. Mm-hmm. I usually have music playing or stuff like that. And then I'll sit there sometimes and I'll just kind of hope certain songs come on. Like, I don't play them, and then if they come on, I kind of view it as a good omen. Like, all right, yeah, that song came on. I was hoping that one would.
Do you go through have a playlist and that song is in there and you're just hoping it comes on?
No, it's completely it's in my Spotify collection. Okay, and I've got 5,000 songs in there.
Okay, well then that is a pretty random occurrence. Because I was gonna say with the music, I usually have a Cash Money playlist that I try to listen a little bit.
I'll listen to Eminem on the way to the show.
Lose yourself in the moment.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good Eminem songs I like. That just kind of get me jacked up a little bit. Yeah.
The show on Saturday, I had the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Mm-hmm.
On repeat for a while I was driving.
It's over. That's a long song, too.
It is a long song. I like that song. Because, was it Monday? What day?
A documentary came out.
No, it was just the anniversary of it.
Yeah, documentary just came out.
Oh, it did? So I was listening to that, but I don't put any, there's no scientific backing behind if the song I hope comes on, I'm going to have a good show. It's just a game I guess I play with myself, because I've had it not come on and the show's been great.
Yourself?
Yep. Okay. And I've had it come on and the show's been lame, or whatever. But a lot of times what happens is, because I'm going to be away for a while, usually Jess will have a bunch of stuff she's got to do, so she'll run out and be gone, and then I'll be with the kids a lot.
Okay.
So, I'm usually putting my energy into them and not saving it all up. So then on the drive, that's where I try to recharge and get it back. And I'll listen. I don't listen to anything in particular, but it's usually something, upbeat. I try not to listen to any sad songs or anything like that. If a sad song comes on, I'll be like, get that shit out of here.
No. Well, I kind of like the sad song because then I get the crying out of the way.
That's fair.
No, but see, so I'll listen to I don't know, I'll get on things sometimes I'll listen to Iron Maiden, but most of the time it's Eminem. But it's really just to clear my mind, right? It's just more of to get me stop thinking about the set I'm gonna do and the order I'm gonna do it in, or did I bring my set list with me, or did I bring this or that with me?
Well, that's why that printer, having that little printer is great, because even if you have your set list and you can be listening to someone else's set live, and you might have a joke or a series of jokes that sound or have like a similar premise or dirtiness level or whatever, and then you realize that the entire room hates it, you can switch it on the fly and not feel like completely lost up there because you could have that new set list printed or even have more set lists made up already in advance, and you can just kind of pick and choose from those set lists as you keep getting used to using that printer.
Yeah, that printer worked great.
Because I ordered a pack of like 100 of those little card sleeves.
Uh-huh.
I don't have any that aren't used right now. Wow. I just keep switching out stuff. And like, obviously, like with the receipt printer with the heat transfer, it does fade away eventually. Mm-hmm. So I recently just started emptying out some that were like, I can hardly read what this said before. But I mean, everything is still saved in my phone and my notes.
Got it.
But yeah, like I look at a set and I'm like, oh yeah, I liked how that went. And then try to rebuild it on other stuff going forward.
Yeah, and I've started using that. And there's sometimes I don't look at it at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just when I get stuck or something happens in the audience where I lose focus for a second, and then I've got it. So.
And I know like more established comedians and stuff, they hate when people come up there with anything. But
yeah, but I've seen it where they put their set list on the floor and they tape it down.
That too, but I'm just saying like I would rather have I'm not reading a joke verbatim. I would rather still have a set list though.
It's a key word.
Well, yeah, and jumping around if I need to, or or like you said, something happens in the audience and it completely throws off like the set and timing, you know where to jump back into or whatever. Like I feel like that is perfectly fine. And still, I mean, I wouldn't have like a big sheet of paper to look at to do that, but like we're purposely trying to not necessarily conceal, but just not make it as obvious that we're looking at. I think it is still better than the phone because the phone has the brightness on it or whatever. And most people are, also trying to record on their phone or using it for a timer or whatever. So, like, if you're using the phone for notes, you're kind of getting all over the place. And you've seen people up there trying to look at that and scan.
It's scanning.
At least with the card, you can be like boom, boom, or whatever.
Well, and there's big time people too that they have a teleprompter. Don't let them fool you.
Yeah, that's true.
Right up front.
Well, you can't the audience can't see it, but it's got their set list on there.
Well, especially for specials too.
Yeah,
they're not. I mean, they've definitely done it enough times where they're comfortable with it, but they still have safety backup stuff.
And I don't always bring my set list. Sometimes I write it. I'll write it a little bit before the show.
Yeah.
Or if there's a key point I want to remember, I'll write that down. But if there's people that are like, oh, you shouldn't ever bring anything up there. I've seen really established comedians look at something or even pull it out of their back pocket and just be like, oh yeah, that's right. Or whatever. It all depends on how you do it. But the most important thing is what's going to make the show work. Right. Because, if somebody's like, you should never bring anything up there. Well, cool. I'm glad that works for you. Sometimes it works for me. Sometimes it doesn't.
Well, it's nice also that they have a perfect memory and they don't have any issues with that.
Sometimes it's that same comic who's just going up there to wing it anyway. I don't write anything down.
Or it's somebody that's been doing the same exact set for 5 years.
20
years. Or whatever, 50 years, And it's just on, repeat in their head.
And they're just, they're phoning it in. They're not even,
and I've done that a time or two. I don't do it all the time. Usually it's just if I don't feel good or something, But then, every once in a while, too, I'll be on stage and something will just, click. And I'll be like, shit, what was I saying? And so that's why I'll have it up there sometimes. But it's just in case. It's a fire extinguisher. Okay. Just in case I need it. Because, last night, I was pretty set for my set. I had it spelled out in my head, and I was like, okay, this is how I know it's going to go. This is how I'm going to do my timing. This is how I'm going to do this. I had all the stuff in my head. But then the guy before me, I don't know what he was...
He went long.
Well, he went long, but that didn't bother me. But it was
the
just...
speed of
his
cadence.
Yeah, where he was just like... It's like that rap...
I know who you're talking about.
He was like that thing from Rap God, on Eminem. He was just like... and he was just going, and he's like, and I'm like, is a fucking auction going on? What's happening right now?
Sold.
And it made something just all of a sudden I don't know, maybe it was from getting hit in the head too much, but something just all of a sudden clicked, and I was just like, what was I gonna do again? Shit, why do I have a suitcase? Am I going on a trip? And then I was like, stay up there a little bit longer. I gotta like get back into my thing here, because I don't know what it was like. You know, like with the Winter Soldier, he's like normal, and then all of a sudden they start calling off all those words and numbers and stuff, and then all of a sudden someone snaps in his head and he becomes a Winter Soldier. It was almost like that. And then I was just like, what's going on?
I got to figure out what those words are just to mess with him, I think, in the future.
So, yeah, last night, so I did newer stuff. Some, like, a couple of jokes were older that I've tried before, but, so that card came in handy.
Yeah.
Because hey, where am I going from here to here, and how do I get there?
Well, especially with new stuff, too. Like, you don't know the timing of it yet, so, like, I definitely had way more on mine, because I did an entire new set last night, too, and I thought, I'd like to end at 3 minutes here and then actually do a joke to end, like a real joke, but I didn't. I ran out of time, so, which was okay. I was like, I guess that's a 4-minute thing. I can stretch it if I need to, but yeah, I think it's really good especially for new stuff, because you have a place to look back, and then you're also, after your set, I don't know if you do this too, but like I'll write down what I did in the set and also any other things that I thought of on stage too. Yeah, just like some tags or whatever too that I came up on the spot.
I'll do that afterwards. I'll like if when I record, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll go back through the recording and say, I remember that part, and let me write it down to use it another time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that too. I'll watch my recordings or listen to my recordings too and do that, but like immediately after too, because there's like things like you're like, that just didn't feel right or whatever. Okay. And I try to make notes on that right away. And having that little set list makes it easy to be like, what did I say here? Because I think I was asking you, Dean, I was like, why did I say I saw everyone shaking their heads no? Yeah. And I couldn't remember what I had said, but then it was like, because I wouldn't waste a blizzard. And then people were like, no, you wouldn't. I was like, that's
really like me. I wouldn't put a sandwich down.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I try to do that right away, because although I wouldn't have remembered listening back to the set, like what was my thought, like why did that get such a big laugh for that? Mm-hmm. So
yeah, which by the way, if anybody was at Skyline last night and heard me do a rant or rap that was a bunch of cuss words, I did learn that in Catholic school. That was true.
Yeah, it was great, and you almost thought you were.
I thought I got clapped off.
Yeah, because people started clapping, and you're like, "Shit, I did it again."
Because clapped off, and I'm like, "No, I saw that light, and I know I had some time, but it was weird because it's like I finished, and then there was silence for a second, just a second, and I'm like, oh crap!" And then people went, and then they picked up that pace a little bit. I'm like, "Whoa, I got clapped off."
And that was kind of the weird thing about last night is so many people. Like newer people especially, like they were just rattling off like stuff like blah 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 blah, and they weren't even giving the audience time to
process
it. So I think they were like, we can actually react now, because there were some people that had some pretty good jokes.
Oh yeah,
and they got no response because they were just like, and they just kept going and going and going and going and going and going, and they didn't give the audience. You could hear people start to laugh, but then they would immediately stop. Mm-hmm. Because he's still talking. He's still talking. He's still talking.
That's definitely being a bit newer though, because you're stepping on your own laughs. You don't know that you can take a pause, and silence is okay. It feels awkward, but it is okay, and that's usually what sets up for getting a good big laugh.
Yeah.
Which you didn't do this necessarily intentionally, but you pausing and having that beat was what set up, I guess, for an applause break.
Yeah.
So. Which is very strange for an open mic, though, just in general, for that to happen, which is why it probably threw you off, too, because, nobody's ever clapping other than when the host says, give it up for whoever, or you're getting clapped off stage.
Yeah, and they stop clapping before you even get up to the mic, and it's just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, you have to run, and it's like,
if you want to get them while they're still clapping, because they're just like...
But that's the strategy of why people always go up there and go, how's everybody doing? Because they want that clap part to get them going. And that's just a waste of time.
So hard not to do that anymore.
I mean, you should still acknowledge people. Like last night, I didn't do how was everybody doing, but I still went hi.
Oh yeah, that's different, right?
Your greeting or whatever. But usually, I think you really are supposed to just go right into a banger right away.
I've been kind of. Because I used to be like, how's everybody doing tonight? Or
glad you came out. Let's give it up for the host. Let's give it up for the last comic. Let's give it up for the next comic.
You waste your time when you do that at a mic. But
you can do that in a 30-minute set, 15-minute set. But
like I used to say something like that. Like I'll just be like, "Hey guys," or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say something at the beginning, and probably for about a year now, I stopped doing that entirely. I just go right in. I'll usually try not like. Sometimes there'll be a moment where it's kind of quiet, where when I'm like taking the mic stand and I'm setting it back, and I have my back turned, like I don't say anything because I don't want to talk to the wall.
Yeah.
It'll just be quiet when I put it down, and then I'll turn around and then I'll say something. But
I think that's kind of like a reset too, though, right? Like, for you, it's like you getting the stage set.
yeah,
In a way. Like, I feel like some people that are newer, they feel like they have to do the "how's everybody doing?" because if there's any silence, then they feel like it's super awkward.
I'll normally start talking or saying something as I'm putting my stuff down. Like if I've got something to put on that stool, like my timer yesterday, or something like that. But
And how did you feel your timer worked out for
I thought
you?
my timer worked well. I thought it worked better last Thursday when I did the show at the Fond du Lac Odyssey Theater, which was a great time, great show. But I thought it worked better because it was a longer set.
Yeah.
So,
And you can look at it.
I'm looking at, hey, where am I at now? Oh, I'm at 10 minutes already. All right, I got to go make sure I fit into this joke. And by the way, I was showing Jody my watch because that same friend called that knew we were doing comedy on Thursdays.
Hey, look, a family text message about Christmas.
but now that we've given you some time, have you thought of any questions?
Yeah, I've thought of one. What made you guys decide to start talking to him at the mics and get to know him?
It was
That was Carl.
No, it was you. You did this. It was your fault that we're your friends now.
That figures.
He started listening to the podcast on his own.
Well, yeah, I did.
And we noticed that, and we always appreciated you'd be like, "Hey, great episode, guys," and we're like, let's adopt him. Yeah, he's newer, at least to us in the scene. He's very friendly. We like his material, and we're like, yeah, we can.
But I think the first time we talked or Carl talked to me, it was at the Skylight bathroom.
Well, the first
Coming
time,
in, you had a
That's a
great
little
set.
creepy.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
yeah, and then I was at the Skyline, and then everything was all done, and then all of a sudden I was kind of moving towards the back of the room, and then I heard from the front of the room, "Hey, Dean!"
Yeah, I was afraid to go up there and talk to him.
Just yelled at me.
Wait. So Dean's scary to talk to, but I'm not.
No, he was just with a bunch of other people there.
Oh, Mr. Popular as always.
So,
And then I heard, "Hey, Dean, great set. Love the podcast." And I was like,
And then I walked out.
and then I
Walked away.
immediately turned and I was just like, "Oh, hey, thanks." And you're like, "Yeah, let's do it. It's good stuff." And I was like, "Thanks."
Yeah.
And then I said, "Who was that guy?"
Yep.
And they're like, "Oh, that was Stan."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay."
Nice.
No, but I do, if I find something I like to promote it. Mm-hmm. I like to tell everybody, hey, hey, try the Chicago hot dog, without any ketchup. I'll tell everybody that, Carl. But it's
Yes,
always...
I like ketchup. Okay.
No, I like ketchup on a hot
like
dog too, but on a Chicago?
No, not in Chicago.
Oh.
But I prefer to just have a hot dog with ketchup and nacho cheese.
Yeah.
That's
But if I see a show or a podcast, I'll tell people, hey, listen to this, watch this, or good production company, putting on great shows. If I see a show, well, I can totally hear that,
dude. That is very 3-Eye Atlas. You just summoned
it is.
them.
That was the beam me up sound.
That
right
was
there.
weird.
But I will say, hey, these people are doing a great show. There's a great lineup. Go see this show. And it's just kind of what I do.
In case anybody was wondering what that sound is, I have a floating Packer helmet.
Yep.
And
Still doing it. I don't like it.
Staring at me.
It uses an electromagnet and then a magnet in the helmet and it'll actually hover.
What's a
And
magnet?
Magnets. Nobody knows about magnets.
How do magnets work?
Yeah.
I see that on a comment all the time online where there'll be something that somebody will say something I don't even know, oh, Trump this or Trump that, and somebody just replies, "How do magnets work?"
Yeah,
And it's
it's just nobody knows how
Classic
magnets
response.
work.
That's so weird that it's picking it up.
Roller coasters started
Instead of making
using
it
magnets
Pretty sure.
20 years ago.
Pretty sure you learned about magnets in 4th grade.
Well, yeah,
So just saying.
but roller coasters do. They use magnets for their launches.
Boom! It fell.
but also just to go back to your, you promote everything.
Crazy.
I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
more people need to be doing that, and doing it in a way that's not self-serving too. Like you see that all the time where people will just promote something because they want to get like on your show or whatever.
Oh, no.
Which is networking, which is fine, but like when you can see like that is their sole motivation, like they don't, if there wasn't something that you had to offer them, they wouldn't talk to you or give you the, light of day.
Yeah, no, if I promote something, it's because I like it.
Yeah, and definitely I've noticed that with all what you've been posting and what you're planning to post too for 2026, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think you were part of this conversation yet, Dean, but Stan is going to post a food picture every day. And I said, there's pretty much a national whatever food day every day.
Yeah, pretty
so
much.
he should pick that food and find either a weird one or the one that he thinks tastes the best or whatever and do that. I think that'd get quite a bit of traction, honestly, because I'd be interested to know what he finds. And you're one of the very few people that actually trust with food recommendations.
Thank you.
Because you don't say, this is the best you've ever had.
Never.
You'll say, this is pretty good. I think you'll like it. And that's a much better food recommendation because I've had people tell me, oh, this is the best salad you'll ever eat. And I'm like, I doubt it. I don't like salad. So it's probably not very good or whatever. But
yeah, I rarely use best. But I will tell you, this bar that we're doing the show on Saturday
has the best.
So the best
Wildfire to it.
chicken in Watertown that I've found so far.
Like chicken tenders,
No,
fried chicken?
like
Roasted chicken.
Ooh, roasted chicken.
It is so good.
I'm ready to get my beard dirty.
So Wolfgram's has great roasted chicken. They got great food though too.
I don't know that they'll be doing the roasted chicken.
No, they
on
will not
Saturday,
be, but
though,
they can come back on Sunday and get $1 off or get money at $3 off, I think.
because they
roasted
are.
chicken on Sundays.
Yeah, they're doing a limited.
We've been there twice already, just
menu
on
That's
that.
right. You did say it was appetizers.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll come to visit you, and then we'll go out for roasted
Yes.
chicken.
There you go.
I like that. That sounds good.
Anytime.
All right. Well, I think that's probably good for this episode.
Yeah, I
week.
was just saying. Did we do comedy too, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes, Dean. Remember you were here for it. Okay.
Yeah, I was here. That's right. I remember.
Sorry, he must have got hit in the head or something. See, that's why you got to print off the receipt
Yeah.
printer.
The electromagnet sound that was going. Woo, woo,
Every set of Dean's rebooting.
See, like, listen, you can hear it.
You know, it'd be weird if it doesn't actually pick that up in the podcast itself.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I know.
But I wonder if the podcast can hear it.
Well, if we can hear it through the headphones, they can hear it.
But what if that's the mystery? Is it's
Right.
like it's not actually picking it up,
Could be.
and people are just thinking that like Dean's super crazy or something, or it sounds completely different in the podcast, and it's like
It's like when people crash their cars.
Right.
It's like,
it's like
that
transmission.
scanners.
Yeah, it is
well, yeah,
transmission.
like
yeah.
either that or I was gonna say like that movie from M. Night Shyamalan. I think Mark Wahlberg is in it, maybe. Where like everybody just starts going crazy and killing themselves.
The Happening.
Yeah, The Happening. Yeah.
Hey, look at that! I knew something for once. All
I
right.
couldn't remember what that was called.
You don't even have to
I'm not a
fact
big-
check
I'm
that.
not a
I got
big
that
fan
one
of his,
down.
so.
You did get that one.
Another movie that would have been a good one to say for that too. It would have been Stephen King's Cell. That's when the cell
The
phone.
Cell?
No, Cell. Just Cell.
Yeah.
It's about cell phones.
Stephen King. I don't think.
Are you just trying to make weird noises happen?
Well,
No,
Hey,
I just look at how cool my microphone is now.
Before we go, speaking of Stephen King, if you ever go to Bangor, Maine, do the Stephen King tour.
Yeah, I'd like to do
It's
that.
excellent. And we're not big Stephen King fans, but it was excellent.
Is it under Stephen King or Richard Bachman?
No, it's Stephen King.
That's his pen.
You could even see where his wife worked at Dunkin' Donuts for years to support the family.
That's
Because we
awesome.
passed it like twice.
Nobody had a sound effect this
No,
time,
this
so-
was the first episode too. They haven't used it
so
in a while.
Well,
Well-
I wanted to make sure
The trombone's broke.
it still works.
I mean, yeah, it does.
I like that one a lot.
And then the drum set. Now we're just doing all the sounds. You know what I think is kind of weird about
That's
this?
Dean blowing in the balls.
That was me blowing on balls.
And the only thing I don't like about the drum set one though is you would think that the snare would be a drum roll because I think that would be very useful as a sound.
Yeah,
effect.
like brrrr,
yeah,
and then
it just repeat as you hold it. Yeah, that's
Hey,
what I want.
that little sound thing I was going to give you has that on there.
No, it's got to be an individual sound toy for everything. I want this table just completely filled up with with toys. Action figures that have catchphrases. We're gonna start adding those in. I think. We'll have to find action
Yeah,
videos
I
with
think,
pictures.
I have a little.
Fun.
I have a little R2D2. You push this button and he's like,
Say, don't you have a
And how does it
like a
scream
can
when it gets hit with a
opener that-
laser?
no.
Oh yeah,
a bottle opener or something?
I got a bottle opener that does the Three Stooges sounds. You know,
See, that'd be good. Yeah, yeah. That's what I want. I want people to, when they come here and check it out, they can play with what's on the table.
I haven't
and
seen
just-
that in a while. It's got to be there somewhere in the drawer.
It's in the drawer in the kitchen.
The junk drawer.
Yes.
Oh, it does belong in the junk drawer.
Well, I didn't put it there.
All right. All right. I think we should say goodbye.
Yep.
How do we want to do that this week? You know, I always come up with how we say goodbye.
I like the classic way where I just like.
Oh, when we actually just say goodbye.
Well, yeah, but we draw it out.
Yeah,
like that. I just like that.
Oh,
We've never done.
What a cop out! Just saying, do the throwback classic. Okay,
I think that's what people like. I
it's-
think that's
yeah,
what people
you're right.
expect.
You're right. Yeah. We're known for saying goodbye.
In that way.
All right, fine. We can do that. Everybody can join in. Ready? We'll do it
Yeah.
on 3.
Yep.
You can count us up. How about that?
Comes up or down.
Whatever you prefer.
Yep. Sideways if you want. That works, but
Okay.
you have to decide and tell us. That's how this works.
I'm not gonna count.
No.
I'm gonna do ABC.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, and we're going on C.
No, I'm gonna do CBA. We're gonna
Okay.
do okay. Ready? CBA.
Cash Money Karl.
Dean Berg.
Move the mic stand.
We out.
This has been a Tapedeck Media production. Thank you for listening.